What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the LTQ Wrestling Podcast. We are here for our weekly SmackDown review. Back to 2 hours. Thank goodness for that, because this show was, yeah, just another SmackDown. I'm joined by QJ. QJ, how's your week been going?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Not too bad. SmackDown. I mean, there ain't too much noteworthy stuff to talk about outside of the main event in the first segment. I mean, I'm going through the notes. I mean, the Trick Millions, Carmelo Hayes segment. This might be not be the longest review for us because this show was not very notable. Sami kicks off. He's out there celebrating his win. He's talking about his ride or die fans, like he always talks about, and how before he started getting booed. There were fans who wanted him to win the championship. They turned their back on him. He's always been a good guy. This is about him celebrating. He could be petty and tell him to kiss his butt, but he's not going to do that. He's going to be a good guy like he always has been. And he's pretty much just gloating and talking about how he's always wanted to win the championship and how he's done it. And he proved all the haters wrong and how there's people who always thought he should never be champion and all that stuff. Cody comes out and Cody says, "You were the first, one of the first one." I think he said, "You were the first one to congratulate me when I beat Roman Reigns. I'm out here to be the first one in line to congratulate you." He offers to shake his hand. They shake hands. Cody tries walking away. And Sami says, "That's it. That's all we got. There has to be another reason you're out here, Cody. What is it?" And then out comes Jey Uso. He dabs up Sami. They hug. He looks at Cody. He's talking about how he wants a shot at the title. He told Sami that if you win the title, I want my title match against you. I got to bring the title back to the bloodline where it belongs. And Cody says, "We were talking about something. Actually, it's about my rematch." And then Sami goes back and forth with them. He talks about, "You could be my family. You could be my friend. It don't matter. You guys need to stay away from me." Adam Pearce comes out there. He's talking about, "Sami, you're going to be defending the championship, not at SummerSlam, on Monday Night Raw against the winner of Jey Uso against Cody Rhodes." And that is the end of the first segment. Pretty much your typical SmackDown kickoff segment. Everybody comes out there, interrupts each other, goes back and forth, sets up a match. Typical WWE stuff. They can never kick off a show with a match. I mean, that's just like against their superpower, which I get it this week because it's Sami celebrating. So, KJ, what do you think about this segment setting up the main event?
Segment was wasn't bad. Sammy, congratulations, obviously to him. I'm glad they did this moment. Wanted that to happen. Um, Got to throw people off, and we had a feeling probably Moose was gonna come out there, and yeah, good. Not too bad of a promo. Obviously, they arguing back and forth, but it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was just your typical SmackDown segment. It wasn't really anything you're going to remember, just mostly Sami celebrating his win. Yeah, that's pretty much that. That's it for that segment. Really, not too much notable things happened besides setting up a match, which Cody had a rematch anyways. I don't understand WWE with some of these rules they be making. Like, why is Cody in a number one contender when he already had a
Yeah.
rematch? But whatever. WWE makes up their own shit all the time. We had Charlotte do a backstage interview. Her and Bliss kind of get into an argument. Then Tiffany and Chelsea walk behind them. That sets up a 3-on-3 tag team match. They love doing these 3-on-3 women's tag team matches. I'll tell you, I feel like I've seen it like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. It's just the same matches. It's just whoever's writing creative for SmackDown needs to either be fired or get some new ideas because this show is not it right now. But anyways, Charlotte, Tiffany, and Chelsea versus Jade, Meechin, and B-Fab. It was about a 5 or 6 minute match. Didn't really go on that long. Jade hits Chelsea Green with the Jaded and gets the pin 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much it for that match. It wasn't really too much notable stuff. Phoenix against Vikingo for the AAA Cruiserweight title. Wasn't a very long match, but it was a fun, exciting match. The crowd was actually into it, which is surprising because they ain't really into these type of matches most of the time on the main roster. QJ, what do you think about Phoenix against Vikingo?
Good match. Yeah, he was doing some good spots. Um, I said crowd was getting a little into it, but you already know if you put that in a different crowd uh, that really knows the wrestling, would have been more of a pop, especially some of the moves they was pulling off. But pretty good match though. Obviously, you booked that somewhere else, it'll be way more excitement. I actually enjoyed that really the most that match.
Yeah, they're both really talented in the ring, both really good. I've been watching Vikingo for a while when he was in TNA, AEW. He's always been a really good wrestler. I just wish WWE would sometimes introduce somebody new to the crowd before just having it being a random match on SmackDown. Like, I think sometimes WWE thinks, oh, well, Triple A's a hot show right now, so everybody watches it. Like, some people might watch for the El Grande stuff, but they might not know who Vikingo is. Even though he's one of the biggest stars in Triple A, they might not be familiar because a lot of the main roster fans are casuals. They don't really watch other stuff. So it'd be nice to get, like, you know, a little bit familiar with the talent before you just put them in a match like this. Just a little bit of a, thought from me. But all in all, fun match. Both put on a show, and they didn't get a lot of time. But they made the most of it in that time. So Trick Williams comes out, and before he even starts talking, Carmelo Hayes comes out, and Melo wants a shot against Trick. He talks about their history. Ricky Sainz couldn't get the job done. He needs to face somebody with a little bit of heart. He talks about how Trick views the championship as a prop. He made the championship a championship with his open challenges and being a fighting champion. And pretty much that sets up a non-title match for next week. It seems like they're leading into SummerSlam. I did a short and a TikTok about that. How this is the planned feud for SummerSlam. Maybe it ends in a double count out or a DQ or something. But next week we get Carmelo Hayes against Trick Williams in a non-title match. So QJ, are you looking forward to seeing Trick against Carmelo Hayes at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, these guys could work. They put on the show. Yeah, you remember NXT how they was doing. Obviously, it's main roster different, but yeah, they could go out. Hopefully, they just let them go out, perform. You know, and give us worth the money. You know.
Yeah, hopefully they get enough time to do something at SummerSlam. We'll just have to wait and see with that. I do enjoy Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes both in the ring. I know Trick gets a lot of criticism. I don't really think he's the worst wrestler in the world. He's not obviously, somebody you're going to look for a 5-star match from, but he gets the job done. He's solid in the ring. I don't really think he's that bad as some people try to lead on. We had Brie Bella against Laney Reed. Laney Reed gets the win thanks to JC Jane and Fallon Henley. Not much to really discussed there. It's just kind of been they're leading to a tag team match at Saturday night's main event. I thought it was Sunday's main event, but now it's Saturday night's main event. I don't know what's going on with that. And then we have the main event, as Tears always likes to say. Jey Uso against Cody Rhodes, number one contender. Winner faces Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. And to be honest, this match was not a very long match. It was only like 9 minutes. I was surprised it didn't get that much time. I thought at least like 15 minutes. I look at the time, 9 minutes left in the show. I'm like, damn, like these guys are gonna have to really work quick here. And they did. They had some near falls. They went back and forth for a little bit. Cody ends up hitting a few crossroads. Jay kicked out of it. Cody kicked out of a frog splash. And then Cody finally hits the crossroads and gets the 1, 2, 3 for the win. So even though he didn't even need to do this match, Cody Rhodes gets his rematch clause against Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. And I mean, this match was all right. I just wanted like a little bit more time. I know it's a 2-hour show now, so they don't have as much time. But man, a 9 minute number one contender main event, pretty disappointing. So, QJ, what were your overall thoughts on Cody against Jay?
I mean, match was all right. Uh, you already know they was going for the signature finishes already. Super kick, um, crossroads, the cutter. You always go for. I don't know, man. Like I said, number one contender match. That match should have been at least 15 to 20 minutes. Should have been fighting their hearts out. This, I don't know, man. Gotta these matches gotta mean something. And like I said, Cody already had a title rematch. There's no point in him doing the number one contender. He has a rematch clause, but like I say, we don't know what these creators. They just do whatever. Make like I said, make up their own rules, do whatever. But no match should be like that. Number one contender should be. They should be really into it. Um, yeah, they gotta do some changes with that. But other than that, no, we just getting by. You know, the show.
Yeah, SmackDown's a tough show to get through most of the time. Like Raw's a lot more of an exciting show. SmackDown just it's tough to get through these shows sometimes. Even though it's 2 hours, a lot of this show is really not that exciting. Everybody blamed Road Dogg for SmackDown not being very exciting. I don't want to hear that ever again. He's been with, gone from the company for a while now, And this show is not exciting at all. I mean, there's just not a lot of just stuff you really get excited for on the show. Like, there's not a lot to look forward to. Like, yes, Sammy's champion, that's new, but he's still going to be feuding with the same people he's been feuding with. Cody. I mean, it's just like,
Same people.
yeah, there's just not a lot of main eventers on SmackDown. I know Punk's coming back. Randy Orton's rumored to be coming back. Excuse me, Drew is going to be taking a longer hiatus. He's doing movies and stuff right now, so who knows when he'll be back. I mean, that'll help when those three guys come back, but like, you got Rhea hurt, so she's not even being on TV as a champion. It's just kind of a cook show right now. There's just not a lot going on, and hopefully that changes. But man, the talent pool on SmackDown is just levels beneath Raw right now, and it shows. I mean, it's a very glaring need for stars on the show, and they're just kind of getting by. They're just not even booking with a lot of energy right now. Whoever's booking this show creatively, it just feels like they're going to the motions when you watch this show. It's just a lot of the same stuff every week. No direction for certain people like Gargano and Royce Keys. It's just kind of like, okay, we'll just do this with you and move on. So that's our SmackDown review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't the most exciting review. It was really hard to get into this show tonight. But make sure to like and subscribe for more LTQ Wrestling podcast content. Peace.